This time on Roadworthy Rescues, I put a Thunderbird back on the road after 30 years and make it look killer, and then that immediately happens to me.
This story is as heartbreaking as it is shocking for car fans. Derek Bieri's Roadworthy Rescues, Motor Trend's feel-good barn find show, is over. After 3 seasons of saving forgotten classics, Discovery's Motor Trend channel quietly pulled the plug. But why now? What led to the sudden end of Derek's TV ride? Buckle up, because we're diving deep into the journey of Derek Bieri, the episodes that made Roadworthy special, the wave of Motor Trend cancellations sweeping the car world, and what might be ahead for the Vice Grip Garage star. Keep your eyes peeled and your engines warm, because this one's loaded with twists, turns, and emotional fuel. Welcome back to Tuna No Crust, the largest car TV show news on YouTube. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Let's roll.
This 1979 Fox body Mustang, of course it doesn't run, and it's been off the road for 23 years. So I'm going to try to get this thing fired up, put it back on the road, and attempt to drive hundreds of miles back home.
Derek Bieri's story is the American dream on wheels. A former auto mechanic turned corporate suit, Derek was just a regular guy daydreaming about car shows. He started by strapping a phone to his Camaro's garage door, filming himself reviving old engines on a shoestring budget. His down-to-earth attitude and family-friendly humor struck a chord, and Vice Grip Garage was born, a YouTube channel that exploded from 0 to over 1 million subscribers. Fans loved Derek's genuine passion, car-centric shenanigans, as one article puts it, and his catchphrases, and soon Vice Grip Garage became a cult favorite. Motor Trend saw the magic. In 2022, they lured Derek to television with Roadworthy Rescues, a series perfectly suited to his skills and personality. The show's premise was simple. Follow Derek Bieri as he seeks out abandoned cars from America's past and gets them running and back on the road where they belong. It was exactly the kind of authentic car nerd adventure Vice Grip fans craved, and Derek delivered. Episode after episode, he and his crew pulled rusty relics from barns, junkyards, and even swamps, painstakingly restoring them with budget builds and big heart. In doing so, Derek's TV stardom came full circle, from a self-taped DIY video to primetime Motor Trend feature. Along the way, viewers got to know Derek not just as a mechanic, but as a storyteller, a family man. He frequently builds alongside wife Jessica and brother Sean, and the genuine article that the car community loves. Roadworthy Rescues wasn't just any car show, it was a feel-good roller coaster. Viewers bonded with the rusty heroes and the human struggle to save them. A few episodes immediately stand out as fan favorites. Swamp Stang. In the series premiere, Derek drags a 1967 Ford Mustang out of a swamp after 28 years underwater. The car is a crusty, musty yellow Mustang, and fans were glued to the screen as Derek coaxed it back to life. This episode set the tone, raw, emotional, and wildly satisfying when that old V8 finally roars again.
What do you think so far?
When I first saw this, I thought there was no way that I would ever sit in here, let alone go for a drive. Honestly, it looks a lot better in here than a lot of our other vehicles. Sorry, but it does.
Bandit Chevy, Derek's own words, call this a personal favorite. He uncovers a 1951 Chevrolet Deluxe that sat untouched for 44 years. The entire car is crusted in rust, but Derek sees a future cruiser. Fans loved watching the rust turn to shine as Bandit the Chevy gets a full-budget rebuild. Derek even teased this one on social media as one of my all-time favorite builds.
Now we're ready. I'm excited to drive this thing, for real. This is my favorite part right here. I just can't believe it. I guess I got to, though. I'm looking right at it. That whining sound, I believe, is the speedometer just putting in some work.
Trans Am tribute. Roadworthy hit the nostalgia button when Derek found a budget 1978 Pontiac Trans Am body to transform into a Smokey and the Bandit tribute. The colorful paint and legendary nickname brought smiles, and car nuts cheer whenever these iconic movie cars roll on screen.
Let's see what this bird's got.
1960s classics, and more. Across seasons 2 and 3, Derek tackled wild projects from a 1964 Ford Galaxy buried in snow in Michigan's Upper Peninsula to a twin 68 Ford Thunderbirds, nicknamed El Amarillo, and LT Bird, abandoned in the South. Season 3 introduced GTO No, where Derek resurrects a rusty 1970 Pontiac GTO, and the Interstate International, giving new life to a Fallen Farm International tractor truck. Each episode felt like an event. Those heart-stopping "did we make it" moments had viewers yelling at the screen in excitement. What made these episodes special wasn't just chrome and horsepower though, it was people. Derek and his crew, the owners who'd kept memories locked in a metal shell for decades, and even the kids who got to see a car their family passed down hit the road again. Viewers connected deeply with each build, celebrating triumphs and chuckling at Derek's one-liners along the way. When a $500 junker became a showpiece on a budget, it felt like a win for anyone who's ever fixed their own ride. So why pull the plug on such a beloved show? Sadly, Derek's ending is part of a bigger, darker pattern. In late 2024, Warner Bros. Discovery, which owns Motor Trend TV, suddenly announced they were shutting down the Motor Trend production studio. The fallout, long-running fan-favorite car series were canceled en masse. Mike Finnegan of Roadkill put it bluntly, after finishing season 13, there will be no new episodes of Roadkill. The Motor Trend production company itself was folding. No reason was given beyond corporate cutbacks. The carnage extends far beyond Roadkill. Motor Trend quietly axed shows that defined a generation of gearheads. Others confirmed dead or dying include Roadkill Garage, hot rodding spinoff featuring Steve Dulcich and David Freiberger, Iron Resurrection, Kevin and Jim Ironman from Kindigit doing wild custom builds, Dirt Every Day, Freiberger's Off-Road Adventures, Engine Masters, Hot Rod Garage, Full Custom Garage, Rails to Riches, and even Motor Trend News live streams. What are all these car TV shows going to do next, you might ask? Well, subscribe right now if you aren't already, because we will be the first to let you know. Fans are furious and heartbroken. This isn't just bad news, it's mind-boggling. Roadworthy Rescues was climbing in popularity. Viewers loved its positivity and authenticity, yet one by one, those uplifted by classic car storytelling have seen their shows vanish. The ticket readers on Reddit, forums, and Facebook speculate it all comes down to corporate math. Discovery's ballooning debt, over $40 billion, forced cuts. Motor Trend content reportedly can't make money for them compared to reality TV drivel. Whatever the corporate rationale, the result was brutal. After Roadworthy Rescues Season 3 wrapped filming, no Season 4 will air. This cancel culture feels personal. It's as if a beloved muscle car was suddenly declared unmarketable and crushed. For years, Motor Trend pumped out new episodes weekly. Now the content pipeline is bone dry. Entire rosters of crew and producers are out of work. For Derek and fans, the reality stings. An era has ended. With the Motor Trend dream dead, what's next for Derek Bieri? Here's what we know and speculate based on Derek's moves so far. Derek is pouring his heart into this new YouTube channel and hobby farm project. After years of living on the road or in a TV studio, he's putting down roots in rural Kentucky. Videos from the Vice Grip Lodge channel show him building a huge barn museum to display classic tractors and sharing wild adventures. Everything from hay baling with antique farm equipment to gutting old buildings on his property. This is Derek's playground, and his audience is growing there too. He's hinted that Vice Grip Lodge lets him pick up where Vice Grip Garage cannot go, so expect plenty of content around his property and family life. It's a creative pivot that keeps him connected to fans without a corporate overlord. Even after the Motor Trend shutdown, Derek still owns his Vice Grip brand and channels. He's likely to double down on YouTube content, maybe sharing the deleted scenes from Roadworthy Cars or finishing builds on his own time. In fact, Derek already announced he bought all the vehicles from Roadworthy Rescues episodes, planning to restore them himself. He hinted at this in a popular Vice Grip video, explaining that the Motor Trend cars aren't going to waste.
So I made a deal to buy all of the Roadworthy Rescues cars there are.
In short, expect more Vice Grip Garage rebuilds and Vice Grip Lodge projects on his own terms. He may also expand merch like his Shine Juice polish and fan meetups as he always has. Could Derek ever be back on TV? It's possible, especially if another outlet sees the value he brings. The network majors are shaky on car shows, but streaming services, Netflix, Prime, etc., or even motorsport-focused platforms might commission niche shows. Given Derek's proven track record, a savvy producer could pitch a new series, maybe even a self-financed web series or crowdfunding-supported mini-shows. He's shown in interviews that he loves the broadcast format and storytelling, so I wouldn't rule out a return, just not on Motor Trend. If anything, Derek's independence might attract a startup channel hungry for authentic talent. Derek is a known figure in the racing and car event circuits. He could leverage that by partnering with car shows, swap meets, or drag races as a celebrity builder or guest. The Sick Magazine interview notes Derek's passion for drag and drive events. Perhaps we'll see him co-hosting events, judged contests, or even launching a Vice Grip branded car challenge. Partnering with automotive brands, like the way Gas Monkey had sponsors, is another path, keeping his builds funded without a TV studio. Whatever happens, one thing's for sure, Derek's work isn't over. He's too passionate and creative to fade away. The Vice Grip Lodge sign on his new workshop is more than marketing. It's a commitment to continue living the Vice Grip lifestyle, TV or no TV. Fans are ready for him. All signs point to Derek revving up for a new chapter, even if it's entirely his own throttle. What do you think? Was Roadworthy Rescues truly canceled? Or did something else kill it? Drop your wildest theories in the comments below. We read every one. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like, hit subscribe for more car legend coverage, and share with your friend who's a gearhead. Until next time.
Thanks guys for watching. Appreciate it very much. See you next time.
Keep those engines hot and your dreams highway wide. Tuna, no Crust, signing off.